The final thing that we will talk about in this PCScript section is using PCScript inside of CenterView. Often this is done by creating a variable. In this case, we're going to call it PCScript, and building that variable inside of some server script. So on the left side, you'll notice that inside of a KPI we have created a server script element, and then inside of this, the PCScript in the core to image down below, the core to image, we've added a PCScript tag, and we've specified that its content should be a variable named PCScript, as indicated in the upper right, or on the right side of this image. So let's build some PCScript using server-script. In this case, we define a variable named PCScript. We specify that the command inside of that PCScript is a set attributes on the graph to set the color of Arizona and the first series to be red. And you'll see an image here also of the server script editor from CenterView, and that's how that looks inside of the server script editor. So using the default dashboard that you get, the sample dashboard, if you create a new dashboard and the data going to it, if you go in and add that server script command and that PCScript command and preview it, then it will highlight Arizona in red, independent of the color of the other bars inside of the dashboard, depending on the theme that was being used. So this is fairly useful in certain situations. Let's take an example where you have some data that represents your annual sales, and you are currently partway through the month of September. And so you would like to highlight September in a way that indicates that it is not complete. So here's the data funnel that is going to be feeding the data into the graph, and you'll notice the value for September is quite a bit less than the other months previous, and the values for October through December are 0. Let's build some PCScript. Again, we're going to use the graph set attributes, but we need to know the current month, and then we want to also set the series number again to 1, and we would like to highlight this with a kind of a light blue color. So we created also in the server script a function to get the current month name. In this case, it creates an array with all the months, then it creates a date object, gets the month, which is a number that starts at 0 for January, grabs that element out of the array and returns it. And again below is that same server script shown in the server script editor inside of CenterView. When this is executed, assuming that the current month is September, then it will highlight September in kind of that light blue color in the graph. So it's a great way to indicate the current month as being not quite complete. Let's take a final look at some server script and PCScript by a fairly complex example. In this case, we have a map, and we're going to draw several lines on the map from various different points, and they have varying colors and varying widths. So again, we have a server script element defined in the KPI. We have a PCScript element defined in the core to image, and the value in that PCScript is going to be the variable named PCScript. So we won't go into a lot of detail on the server script here, but we are loading a data funnel that contains these routes that we're going to show in this map. And so inside of server script, you can actually load a data funnel, put it into an object, and then iterate through it. So we create a variable PCScript, and in server script the var specifier is optional. You'll notice some of them had a var before the PCScript. It's not really required. So we say PCScript, we give it a main param delimiter of a pipe. Then we iterate through the data funnel, the DF that was created above, and we go through the items, through the rows, starting with row 2, and go through the end of the data funnel. And we grab the destination, and we grab the we build a URL, because these lines also have drill down associated with them. We want it to do an update, update a KPI list, and the list that we want to update is route map. So we're actually going to update another KPI on the page. And then we're going to use PCScript to add the different lines. So we do a dynamic add line. We specify the lat long from the source, and then the lat long in cells 3 and 4 for the destination. And then we specify the colors and the widths and those values, which are also specified in this data funnel, which has all those things flagged. And we do that for each of the rows, and then at the very end we set the param delimiter back to a comma, and then there is a back shape that is defined in this image template, and we want to hide that. So when this is all done, we actually take a US map, and based on data we can create a map with a whole bunch of lines on it, varying widths with drill down and all of that kind of thing going on inside of this map. So that kind of gives you an idea of what can be done using PCScript and building PCScript using ServerScript inside of CenterView.